Hi and welcome to another World Watercolor Month video. I'm Lauren and this month I've been making a lot of videos with the theme of watercolors, exploring them, experimenting, having fun, trying different techniques, and that's all on my channel so far. And today we have another video which is all about using a timer with watercolors. In this video, I'm going to be setting a timer to 1 minute and I'm going to have to create a painting within just that 1 minute. If I need another minute, I can add that. But the point of this is to kind of create a environment for using watercolors where you are just letting go of perfection, just relaxing into whatever is the first thing that literally comes to your mind. It's basically just applying down colors and putting something on the page. And then later on, once the time has stopped, you can kind of spend a bit more time finishing off the painting, but you already have the basis of your painting there on the paper. It's a little bit stressful, but it's also a little bit fun, and it's a real challenge, and it just helps you loosen up. So I definitely suggest trying out a 1 minute timer when using watercolors. I also have a video somewhere on my channel where I've used a 6 minute timer, and I also found that very useful as well. So I'll link that video below, definitely check it out. But timers can be really, really useful in just creating without perfection. So let's get into this video. So I'm going to start by going ahead and switching my timer to 1 minute. I'm using a timer on my phone. And I've got my watercolors here. These are Prime Art Iris watercolors. And I've got a water brush pen that I'll be using as well. So I'm kind of just getting ready to click that starter and make sure I maximize on using this 1 minute as much as possible. So let's go with 1 minute. The art prompt that I'm following for this is from the World Watercolor Month prompts, and it is off key. So the first thing that came to my mind is just basically creating shapes that are mismatched with each other, and sort of like an abstracted design. So I started by drawing this circle, and then I added a square kind of offset against it. And I'm trying to paint as obviously quickly as possible with this. I'm already on 26 seconds, so the time goes really, really quickly for 1 minute. My next idea was to paint another square that's slightly bigger, so kind of this mixture of shapes as well as different sizes of shapes, and just fill that in as quickly as possible with some more green. And then I have a few seconds left just to add one more thing to this, and that's going to be another little square kind of also off. And that's all I managed in the 1 minute. But as you can see, I already have something on the paper. So now I'm going to give myself 1 extra minute to complete my background. So I wanted to use a nice bright color in the background, so I decided on this pink, and I filled in my background. And then the total extra time, including this extra 1 minute, was 3 minutes 77 that I ended up spending on this entire painting. So I didn't really need that long for it, which was great. I decided to add, because it was kind of like already quite an abstracted piece, I found this quote that really suited the topic, and it said, "If you're not willing to risk the unusual, you will have to settle for the ordinary." And that is by Jim Rohn. And I really liked that. I thought it matched this theme quite well. So I added that in with this marker. And then I decided to kind of outline my shapes a little bit more, make them more defined, and also add in lots of like abstracted patterns like circles and lines and dots, and sort of bring this painting together with that, as well as the last minute touches of some white watercolor just to add a few highlights here and there, a couple more patterns. But basically that is the first painting for Off Key. And yeah, I think it came out really cool. It's a bit of a different painting, but we'll see what comes from the next 1 minute paintings to follow. So now that I've finished strike, I'm going to be moving on to the next prompt, which is spicy. I'm setting my timer for 1 minute. And this one I'm excited about. I had an idea straight away, and it was to draw a spicy burrito. I love burritos, and especially filling them with like all the spicy and like delicious things that go in burritos. Pretty much anything can go in a burrito. So that's kind of where I thought, okay, I'm gonna do like lettuce in there. There'll be chilies, there'll be beans, there'll be rice, all the things. So I'm using a whole bunch of colors in there with the watercolors, and this one I'm doing with a paintbrush because it's a little bit more detailed than my other ones. So I'm just trying to make use of this time as quick as possible. I think all I'm going to manage is kind of to do the burrito as well as the sort of like tinfoil or wrap that the burrito comes in, which is what I'm doing now in the purple, and down to the last final seconds for this painting. But yeah, this is what I managed in the 1 minute. And now I'm going to be setting 1 more minute to do my background, which I'm going to just do like these vibrant red and yellow lines, because when I think of the word spicy, it does make me think of chilies, and chilies come in like a few different colors. So I definitely just want to make that in, and kind of having these lines around sort of draws attention to the actual burrito, which is the main focus of this painting. So that's what I managed within that time. And the total amount of time I spent on this painting was 2 minutes 17 on top of the 1 minute that I started with. I used this black marker to just add in details and make everything more defined. And yeah, I think it came out really cool. This is like probably one of my favorite paintings so far, and definitely making me think of eating a delicious burrito. If you ever heard of Burrito Loco, there's one in Prague in Czech Republic. It was definitely one of my favorite spots to eat spicy burritos.
I was swinging along, minding my business, when suddenly out of the blue, just like a present from heaven, beautiful, wonderful you, the clouds disappeared and the birds started singing a beautifully wonderful tune, for no other song could be worthy of beautiful, wonderful you. Now who could have thought this could happen? Who would have ever believed? Could it be true that someone like you could fall for somebody like me? I'll swing along, happy as ever, no longer lonely or blue, for I have been kissed by an angel, beautiful, wonderful you. Now who could have thought this could happen? Who would have ever believed? Could it be true that someone like you could fall for somebody like me? Now I'll swing along, happy as ever, no longer lonely or blue, for I have been kissed by an angel, beautiful, wonderful, marvelous, lovable, beautiful, wonderful you.
And that brings us to the end of today's video. It was really fun creating these timer watercolors, and I think like I can't really choose a favorite because they're all kind of quite different to each other, but I think that's kind of the nice thing about it. I also tried different techniques. I mean, this one as well as these two are using a darker, thicker marker to kind of do the outlines, whereas this one for strike was kind of like a more of a pen, so you can see sort of the different look between the watercolors with a pen as opposed to a darker marker. I really like these two food ones. I think they're pretty cool. They were probably my favorite ones from the whole day of painting, with just this 1 minute timer. But definitely so much fun, and I hope you try this out. I definitely recommend using timers just to let go of like wanting to make something perfect, but still at the end of the day coming out with a painting that you're happy with, and that kind of just lets you loosen up. And this is really fun to do in sketchbooks because you don't really have to create anything perfect in a sketchbook. So I definitely recommend using a timer. And yeah, if you do try this out, definitely leave a comment below. And if you're doing World Watercolor Month as well, let me know. And I'd love to hear what you are painting, what kind of things you like to paint, and if you have any suggestions for videos that you'd like to see on this channel, definitely leave a comment as well. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you again soon for another watercolor video.